children, you're welcome back to Kampala Baptist Church Children's Time. I'm excited that you're watching me today. I have so many great things to tell you this afternoon, children, and I would like to tell you that we show these videos every week on Google TV at 1:45. You can find these videos, children, and you can also find them on our YouTube page every week. There are lots and lots of videos on our church YouTube page. Find them on Kampala Baptist Church YouTube page and you'll be able to watch everything we have in there for you. Videos you can use to learn about God. Okay? Now, children, I would like us to bow our heads, close our eyes, and say a prayer before we start. Father in heaven, we thank you for today. We thank you for all the things you have done for us. We thank you for all the boys and girls that are watching today. That, Lord, you will help them listen and learn what you have in store for them, King of Glory. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Thank you, children, for listening. I have a song we're going to sing together. How many of you know this song that says, my head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes? We're going to sing it together and learn from it, okay? My head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes. My head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes. My head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes. They all belong to Jesus. Let's do it faster. My head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes. My head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes. Head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes. They all belong. Faster. My head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes. My head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes. My head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes. They all belong to Jesus. We do faster. My head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes. My head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes. My head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes. All belong to Jesus. That was tiring. Okay, did we enjoy that, children? So, children, our whole bodies belong to Jesus. Our eyes, our ears, our nose, our mouth, our breasts, our chest, stomach, bum, everything belongs to Jesus. And children, one of the things I want to teach you today is that we should not let anyone touch our bodies, okay? Touch our bodies in a way that is not good, okay, children? That means we don't let anyone kiss us on the lips. Can you touch your lips? We don't let anyone kiss us on the lips. If mommy or daddy wants to kiss us, they kiss us on our cheeks, isn't it? And then we don't let anyone touch our clothes or under our clothes, here on our breast or our chest or our stomach or our back or our bum or here where our panty is. They don't touch us there. And children, I want to tell you, don't run around naked without clothes. You put on your clothes and cover everything. When you want to get out of the house, cover everything, then go out of the house. Okay, children? Because it is a good thing and it protects me and it protects you. If you don't let people touch you in a wrong way, in a bad way, they shouldn't be able to touch your body in a way that is inappropriate. Even your friends shouldn't touch you on your breasts. Your friends shouldn't touch your thighs. They shouldn't touch you where your panty is or your bum, okay? Because it is not right. We are going to listen to our story for today, and I want you to listen and hear what we have for you today. So, children, the story I have for you today is a story of Joseph. Joseph in the Bible was a young man, and his brothers were very jealous of him. They did not like him, and they had bad feelings towards him. And so what his brothers did, his brothers threw him in a pit, and then when traders came, they sold him to Egypt. And so when they sold Joseph, Joseph was taken to Egypt into the house of Potiphar. God protected Joseph even when he was in a faraway land from his home. Children, can you imagine if somebody took you away from your home? How would you feel? You would feel sad. You would feel like crying all the time, isn't it? But God protected Joseph even when he was in a new land. God protected Joseph even when he was far away from his family, even when his brothers sold him into slavery. And God was with Joseph as he worked in Potiphar's house. Potiphar saw that the Lord had shown favor on Joseph's life. And do you know what he did? He put Joseph in charge of his entire household. Joseph was able to manage everything in the house of Potiphar. But one day, Potiphar's wife came to Joseph, and Potiphar's wife wanted to do bad things with Joseph. And Joseph said no, because Joseph knew what was the right thing to do. And so do you know what Joseph did? Joseph ran away. But as he ran away, his clothes stayed behind because he was running. And so Potiphar's wife did a bad thing. She kept the cloth and lied to her husband and said that Joseph was the one who was going to do bad things to her, which was not true. And so Potiphar took Joseph to prison. But when he took Joseph to prison, God used Joseph in the prison. And Joseph was put as the second highest person in the entire Egypt. Because while he was in prison, word came that he could interpret dreams, and he was able to interpret the dream of Pharaoh. And Pharaoh made him in charge of all of Egypt. Now, children, what do we learn from this story? We learn that when somebody wants to touch us in a bad way, like I told you earlier on, we run. We go away from them. Or when somebody wants to touch us in a bad way, we tell somebody much older than us because it is not right. And just like Joseph, children, we learn to run, we learn to do what is right and not to let anyone touch our bodies in a way that is not good. Bad touches are not good. Somebody shouldn't touch you under your clothes, okay? They can only touch your hand when they are greeting you, but the rest of your body is not for touching, okay? So that is our lesson today, children. And I want to tell you as well, one of the things that we learn is also not to watch people kissing and watch naked people. Children, when you sit on a TV and watch people who are naked, it is not good for your mind. It does not build you up, and it is not good in the eyes of God. I'll sing this song together with you. Can you join me as we sing? Oh, be careful, little eyes, what you see. Oh, be careful, little eyes, what you see. For the Father up above is watching you in love. Oh, be careful, little eyes, what you see. Okay? Children, we should also be careful about what we watch and be careful that no one should touch our bodies in a way that is not good. Okay? When that happens, we run, or we tell somebody, or we talk to that person firmly. Okay, children? If they're older than us and we fear them, children, you run away. Okay? I want you to listen to this lesson because it is helpful for you, it is helpful for me. And just like we learned from Joseph, God had favor upon him because he did what is right and made him the second highest person in Egypt. Can you imagine? Because God expects us to do what is right. Thank you, children, for listening. Bye-bye.